Hi, I'm your host Michael McDorner, here at MSTV News. Today we have a lot of stories to cover, so let's get straight into it. Today we're going to start off with the New Wave movement, which is a radical anarchist movement spreading all throughout Australia. They're both anti-republican and anti-monarchy, and in recent days they've committed several violent acts against the Republic of Australia. One of such attacks was against local businessman Daniel Derflinken, a notable figure in Australian society. He was attacked in his apartment by an unknown intruder. Here's some footage that the intruder took on his device. Yeesh, that was some gruesome stuff. Regarding the incident, here is a statement by Yuri Strovich of the Imperial Bureau of Securities. The statement here. The vicious attack on Mr. Daniel Derflinken is not merely a criminal act. It is an assault on civilization itself. The calculated strike of cowardly extremists who seek to dismantle the pillars of order and stability across the globe. Let there be no illusions. Those responsible for this outrage are not freedom fighters, nor activists. They are parasites feeding on chaos, too weak to build and too bitter to contribute. The Imperial Bureau of Securities condemns this act with the full force of Imperial authority. Our operatives are already working in close coordination with Australian security forces to identify and neutralize the elements behind this new wave of terror. To the enemies of progress, you may strike at one man, but you cannot strike down the machine of history. We will find you, we will bring you to justice, and we will remind the world why the Empire endures. Beautiful statement by Yuri Strovich there. Here is a political analyst stationed at the CNN studio in England here for you, to give you a deeper dive into the event as a whole.
Thanks, Michael. Now look, what we're seeing in Australia isn't protests, it's sabotage. There have been 2 coordinated attacks in just a few weeks, targeting both cultural and economic symbols. These aren't just the work of discontented citizens. This is a deliberate campaign against the very fabric of the government, orchestrated by groups who would rather burn everything down than build anything else. The so-called New Wave isn't just an Australian problem. It is a wider, corrosive ideology we are seeing creep across the globe. Britain and Russia have rightly positioned themselves as bulwarks against such chaos, and I suspect we'll see increased coordination between our security agencies moving forward. Because these radicals aren't stopped in Australia and Newland, what's to say they won't surface in Petersburg or Moscow next? Now, back to Moscow.
A big thanks to CNN Studios for lending their political analyst for us today. Let's see. Yes. Up next, we have the opening and completion of the new sectors of the city of Moscow. These new sectors contain a wide variety of new businesses, from restaurants to even hospitals and laboratories. It has it all. Speaking of hospitals, new healthcare programs to keep all of you lovely citizens healthy and happy. The new sectors also contain an important and key trade hub, which has received numerous envoys from other nations, boosting our economy in tough winter months. On the west side of the city is also a newly established airport, which allows for gassed travel to the city. It also allows for camels to carry diplomats and other individuals of the sort all around Moscow to allow for ease of economic discussion, transportation, and all that good stuff. Now with all that economy stuff out of the way, I know a lot of you want to talk politics, so let's get straight into it. In recent days, the Imperial High Council has issued a status of disregard to the English government. Again. The hearing was held on 3150 DNC time. And Romeo Spinach Grower, the current public ambassador, issued a bill to the representatives to disregard the English government as a sovereign nation. This bill being passed could potentially lead to conflict between England in the future. Romeo Spinach Grower's motives are unclear, but due to the nature of the bill, it seems that he intends to expand our territories into the south. So, in the future, expect either wars or rapid territorial expansion. Now, all that politics may make the future seem bleak for Moscow and Russia, but it is important to remember that in dark times, there are small little lights that are at the end of the tunnel. One of these lights is the announcement of the Smog Hawk going on world tour. The tour, originally starting on July 5th and ending on July 10th, will unfortunately be postponed to a later time, and those dates will be released once they make that decision. But the Smoghawks will be playing in the city of Moscow, the city of Newland, Australia, the city of Mecca, the International Peace Zone, and New South Chuckingham at different times. So keep on the radar about those dates, and make sure to show up and support our artists. And with that marks the end of our broadcast. Thank you for watching MSTV News. See you next time.